So in the previous video, I showed how Alice Ideate can be used as part of the discovery process. And in this video, we want to look at a sort of a extension of that. So typically during a sales conversations, discovery process, or a business analyst engaging with the client, there would be the initial kind of understanding just of where they are trying to go, what is the thing they're trying to solve, or what is the opportunity that they see. And so it's sort of like top of the funnel, need to go wide, need to gather as much data points and opportunities as possible. But then you'll have a multi-step kind of iterative process of making sure that you understand the problem correctly. And so Alice Ideate supports the ability to do that as well. And in the previous video, we had the scenario where I, within my work profile, invited a client to just add a thought that they had. They then added this leveraging LLMs for portfolio management reports. And so now I want to understand their process better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say invite contributors. I think let's record a voice note here. So I'm going to say, hey Seymour, can you please unpack your current process for report generation? Like, what are you doing? What are the different sources that you are getting your data from? How are you putting that together in a report? And who are the people that are involved? Okay, now if I send this through, it will do a pass through an LLM just to try and structure your thoughts. So it then picks up, I mentioned Seymour sales, and I can say continue. It then sort of takes what I shared in the voice note, looks at what the objective is. So understanding the current process, looking at the data sources involved, all of that. And I can then send this through to the client. I can either just copy the link or I can send an email to them. So if I go through with this, cool. Now on my side, this is done. I'll now move over into the client's world to just show what the flow looks like. Okay, so the fact that I selected the send email, so this is what the client would see. So sort of open overview of the session. You can now participate in this. So I'm going to copy this link and just paste it here in my sort of client environment. So if I paste that here, so we'll just give me that overview again. And I'm then able to step into this session kind of process. And so this would be like a multi-turn thing with an agent that helps to unpack the process for the specific objective, which was defined by, in this case, me as the sort of person asking for clarity. So the objective, and then we'd see the model asking a question. And from that point, I can now start iterating on this using any of the multimodal capabilities. Um, so if I can describe my end-to-end process, so let's kick this off. Okay, so we receive data via email, read through it, and then populate a Word doc. So this takes a lot. Let's just put it as that. So the model then receives this, interprets this, um, and will then start asking clarifying questions to try and get to the objective that was initially set out by the person. So we'll see it's starting to pick up certain new nuances, needs to understand the process more deeply, speaks about the Word doc. And then it's also aware of the functionality, like the multimodal functionality. So asking if it would be easier to show me an example. You have the option to upload a file. Okay, so I just populated some more things here to show some of the nuances that it picks up. So saying certain things vaguely, it would be able to rephrase, it would be able to pick up like what are the things we receiving, um, picking up like if you can share this with me, do it. It will also ask like, can you share your screen with me to walk through the process? If I say like I'm not sure I'm the right person for this, and we look at something else. Um, it will pick up these kinds of nuances, but it will always take this as the goal for the session. And so um, it will try to redirect in a way that you are able to answer. And the flow is sort of like as you're contributing on this side, on the right hand side, you'll sort of get the synthesis of what we've spoken about here. And then at the end of this, I can then go and just say end session. That will take me back to the original idea. Um, and so from the person inviting this, they would then have all the rich interactions between the agent and the individual, and be able to make sense of that. And all of that will then be propagated up into the different specifications that we provide. And yeah, this we can walk through in another video, but this is just to demonstrate that kind of flow where I need more information, I can send a request out, and then on the client side, they can iterate through this with an agent.